are you and what do you want? I'll cut you a deal. You ask nicely, and I'll tell you who I am. What do you want? For a man who's on death row, don't you think that's a little brash? Who are you? What if I'm your worst nightmare?
God have mercy.
Tell me, I really don't look like a worst nightmare, right? I'm trying to understand what exactly is funny. I'm sorry. Forgetting that you're chained and there's absolutely no way you can actually give me a handshake.
I've been here for 5 years, 3 months, 1 week, and a day. Several lawyers have come and they say that my case is beyond redemption. Some came just to get information to get me nailed. And I'm up for execution in 3 weeks. So what makes you different?
I haven't even introduced myself. And so that means that some part of you thinks that I'm here to save you. Right? Come on, give me that smile. Mr. Daniel James.
Who sent you?
You see, that's the problem. That question in itself signifies a man who's been betrayed for many, many years. But I must tell you, I'm actually very intrigued by your precision with arithmetic, you know. 5 years, how many months?
3 months.
3 months. How many weeks?
1 week.
1 week. And how many days, if I may ask?
A day.
1 day. On a lighter note though, for a man who's been in the prison for that long, you're looking fresh. Or maybe you were just being prepared for the slaughter. Daniel James.
Do you have any idea who I am?
Before I answer that question, let's talk about your betrayal. I can imagine the countless number of people, the countless number of lawyers, defendants, defense attorneys, whatever you call them, who have come here to tell you the same story. And I hear you, if I heard you well, you said they've come here to do what? To nail you the more. And some have simply taken flight at the sense of your case. So to the question, do I really know who you are? Actually, Daniel James, I must say you have a very, very impressive profile. Now you all listen to it. Daniel James, age 33, traumatized and abused at an early age. Grew up hating his parents because he held them responsible for his trauma. And at age 8, he assaulted his classmate for teasing him about his looks. At age 12, you almost strangled a student, Daniel. Strangled your classmate to death. Why? Just because of false accusation. Found with hard drugs and a weapon at the age of 15 and eventually expelled from school. And guess what? He never went back to school. Never ever. And he had to fight his way all through life. Now it gets interesting. Certified drug peddler at the age of 17 and a member of the famous killer gang, like pow pow. What? All right. At 21, rose to the ranks of second in command. At 25, he already supervised the killing of about 25 of the killer gang's targets. And you know what? It earned him the name Sniper. Somebody say Sniper. Got you. At 27, charged with physical abuse of two ladies, Matilda and Grace, who you both dated at the same time. You're a strong man, Daniel James. I must give it to you. And finally, at age 28, charged for multiple robberies and the stabbing of one Mrs. Josephine Peters, who was pregnant with twins. I know, right? But not just that. We're also charged with first-degree murder of Matilda and your biological father. Why? Because you claim he was having an affair with her behind your back.
Fair enough. You know who I am.
Daniel James, tell me, who exactly are you?
What kind of question is that? I mean, you just read everything. Didn't you just read everything?
Talk to me about it.
I'm a drug peddler, woman molester, a murderer. That's who I am. And I've accepted my fate. So just allow me go and, let this judgment be passed on me.
You know, I have a thing of people understanding English. And it seems to me like you didn't hear my question. What I asked Daniel is, who are you?
Stop it with this wordplay now. I've told you already.
Daniel, I said, who are you? I didn't ask what you have done.
Who am I? What up? What is the difference? It's God. Get this man out of here. I'm done. God.
Unfortunately for you, it's just the two of us in here. And guess what? I've paid him off to take a walk. He'll be back in about 5 hours. So you can scream all you want.
This man. For the wages of sin is death.
Oh, God.
For the wages of sin is death. Allow me face judgment. I've accepted my fate. I said I have an execution in 3 weeks and I'm ready for it.
I hear you. You're beginning to shine bright and beautiful. Very bright as that. Oh, Daniel, 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 and Daniel. All right. I'll ask you one more time. You really think I left the comfort of my house, of my home, just to allow you rot in jail? Man, I was chilling up there, man. Chilling in my home. You know what I'm saying, bro? So you really think I left all of that just to see you judged? But I've got news for you, John. I've got good news for you. This man right here never embarks on fruitless ventures. Heard that?
Fruitless ventures. Oh, please, shut it with your fruitless ventures. Shut it with your fruitless ventures.
You're stuttering, man. Take it easy. Because I hear you scream, the wages of sin is death. Allow me rot in peace. Really? Now, it sounds to me like you have an idea of the Creator's creed. But you know what? There's still a lot lacking, right? You lack some knowledge, Daniel. Because it's right here.
Then what kind of lawyer are you? A lawyer that does not know the simple law.
Your ignorance is overwhelming, Daniel. Jesus Christ. Daniel. Seems to me like you have a good idea of what this creed says. So maybe I should enlighten you a little bit about who you truly are. Not asking you for what you've done. I'm not asking you for the little things and the bad things that you've done all your life. I'm saying, who truly is Daniel? So let's take a look at it. Are you ready? Come on, you should be grateful to me. I get to enlighten you a bit. Right? You're not paying me for it. At least I came here on my own accord. I heard about your story, moved with compassion, and all of that story about all your lawyers coming back and forth, coming to betray you, I knew it all. When I read the story of Daniel James, I saw something deeper than a man who has murdered and stolen all his life. Because this is not the real man. So maybe we should take a look at what the Creator's Creed says. Do you agree? And the first thing you ought to know is that one, you were made in His image.
And beyond repair.
Pathetic. Let's take a look at Ephesians chapter 2. And let's see exactly what it says about you. Daniel, I'm here on a mission. And just like I said, I'm not leaving until my job is done. Thank you. This looks like an old book. You should read it. It has a lot of things in it. Ephesians chapter 2. Mr. Daniel, let's go there. Since you know the Creator's Creed so well, How come you missed this part where it talks about you being made in his image? Now look at this. It says, for we are his handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which were prepared for us in advance to do. Now, if that is not enough, I'll take you again to 2 Timothy chapter 2. Daniel, James. Chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, for he was saved. You were saved and called to a holy life, not because of anything that you have done, not because of your works, but according to his own purpose. So you can scream all day, oh, I'm a killer, I'm a this. It still doesn't define who you are, Daniel. I'm not done. I have an interesting one for you to read. It's in the old book of Psalms. 139, verse 13 to 14. It's too quiet for my liking. Speak up, Daniel. Listen. It says, for you created the innermost being, Daniel. You knit me together in my mother's womb. And I praise you because I'm what? Fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are ever wonderful. Did you take yourself off his works, Daniel? Am I making any sense to you, Mr. Daniel? James. Before he formed you, he knew you and ordained you a prophet unto nations. Well, I agree that your style of prophecy in the last few years has seen you shoot a lot of people down. But that's truly not who you are, Daniel. James.
None of these things mean anything. It doesn't change what I've done. It doesn't change what I've done. I am a murderer.
Lord have mercy. You're really a tough bone to crack, right?
Do you know how many people I've killed?
Okay. You know what? I agree with you. You are actually a killer. And you know what you're going to do right now? You're going to take this gun. I'm going to sit right before you. And you're going to shoot me in the face. I'm waiting, Daniel. Here am I. Or you know what? If this target is too small, you can look all around. And since you're a killer, you can kill and shoot down every single person right here. Don't get scared. You know what a killer does? A killer shoots on sight. Whether he feels like or not. Whether he's in the right mood or not. Because a killer would pick a gun and just spray everyone. Not thinking twice. There you are. I've given you a loaded gun, Daniel. Shoot!
I need a stick.
You need a what?
A stick.
Okay. That's fine. I heard about your story, so I came prepared for you, you know. Daniel James. How many do you want? 1 or 2? As a certified smoker that you are. You can keep this just in case. Daniel James.
Very.
My bad. Should have brought that along with that, but I'm sorry. I must have forgotten the lighter, Daniel. And I think I must have done it on purpose, you know. Maybe you should go ahead and chew that cigarette. No, Daniel, you are going to take it in. I promise you, you are going to take it in. Certified drug peddler. There you go. Smile at the cameras. Take him a picture. Because right here and right now, you are going to crush that addiction. I read your story. 6 packs every day. I'm surprised you're not shaking yet. How long have you missed this? It's been 5 years. Or have you managed to get some in the prison? Daniel James. Is this who you are? Talk to me. You take your identity now from the things that you've done? A certified drug peddler? A killer? How many times have we chosen our identity from the things that we have done? Lost sight of the Creator's creed, and we said to ourselves, you know what? I choose to identify with the things that I have done and not who He has called me to be. So Daniel is not alone on this seat. There's so many people out there watching right now who have chosen their identity from their past experiences, from the bad things that have happened to them and the bad things that they have done. And you said to yourself, I don't deserve any more. I don't deserve more than this.
Why don't you just allow me die?
That's the problem. You're so in a hurry to die, Daniel. What sort of man wants to hurry to the cross and wants to meet his maker? And that's the problem. You don't see beyond the now. You don't see beyond your mistakes. And even though you have an idea, where's my creed? All right. Even though you have an idea of what the creed says, you still haven't figured, you still haven't set out the path that even though there is a law, there is also a counter law that provides mercy for those who have strayed away. It's in there, Daniel. It's inside there. But you still wouldn't agree, would you? Hard man Daniel. Sniper. The guards must have really taken care of you, you know. Your head doesn't seem so rough. Mercy, Daniel. There's a provision inside the same creed that allows rebels to get back on track. To those who have committed the worst of sins, who have done the worst in their entire lives, there is a provision for that in this same creed. When were you going to set it out? I have an interesting read for you. Still in the book of Psalms, chapter 145. You're such a Bible scholar, you know. Should I read it loud? Verse 8 to 9 says, the Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and rich in love. It goes ahead to say, the Lord is merciful to all. Not one person, not some set of people, but he's merciful to all. Daniel, did you read that? You know, sometimes we take ourselves out of the equation and we think this love and mercy is just for a set of people. Read it right there. He's merciful to all. Merciful to all, Daniel. Oh, I love this one. The book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22 to 23. Give me the NKJV version so that Mr. Daniel right here might understand the old writings. It says, through the Lord's mercies we are not what? Consumed. Because his compassions what? Fail not. They are new every 5 years, 3 months, a week and a day. But guess what? There was a daily portion of mercy available to you that you could have latched on to. But you just didn't know it, did you? His mercies are new every morning. Wow. No carryover mercy. Brand new every morning. The night you shot Matilda and your father, guess what? There was mercy waiting the next morning. The night you committed that crime, that very moment, because this mercy is sufficient for every single day. It doesn't matter how long, it doesn't matter how far, this mercy is renewed every single morning. Daniel James.
I'm not deserving of mercy.
That's the problem.
Mercy doesn't erase all I've done.
Are you Mercy? Is that your second name? Talk to me. Talk to me, Daniel. Is that your second name? Because the one who calls himself Mercy has determined beforehand that you are qualified to receive that mercy. You want to hear what he says? Isaiah chapter 30 verse 18. You know what I'm going to do, Daniel? I'm going to bombard you with all that you can see and all that you can take. It says, therefore the Lord will wait that he may be what? Gracious to you. And therefore he will be exalted, that he may have mercy on you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 4 to 5. It says, the Lord who is rich, but God who is rich in mercy. Why? Because of his great love, which he loved us. It means, Daniel, every single place that you turn to, the mercy of God is super abundant. It says he is rich in mercy. Not rich in naira, not rich in pounds, not rich in dollars. But if God were ever to be rich on anything, it's his mercy, overflowing every single day of your life. God who is rich in mercy. What? Are there any other things you'd like to say? I'm waiting, Daniel.
I hear all you say, but
Speak loud. I can't hear you, bro.
I hear all you say. But I've accepted my fate. I'm up for execution in 3 weeks. All what you are saying is not going to change anything. 3 weeks.
Can I make it louder? I really want to hear it.
I said 3 weeks. What can you do in 3 weeks? You're wasting your time.
Good question. What can you do in 3 weeks? Such a long time for mercy to step in. Too long a time, Daniel. 3 weeks is enough time. So tell me, would you rather still go ahead and face judgment? Or maybe you don't see it right.
See, let me go back to my cell. I need to go back. I need to go back.
Make it louder. I want to hear the cry from the inside.
I said there's nothing you can do that can change the judgment that's coming for me.
You know what? I think you're right. I think Mr. Daniel James is very, very right. Maybe he just wants to do time in 3 weeks. And you know what? I figured I could actually be of help, so you don't have to wait for the entire 3 weeks before you are totally gone. Your last prayers, Daniel. I can hear you. Your last prayers.
Jesus Christ, please. I don't want to die. Please.
I'm sorry, you have to make that loud. I'm not sure I heard what I heard.
Please, I don't want to die.
Apparently, there's a little boy inside of you who wants to be saved. But your pride will not let it show on the surface. Here you are screaming, Jesus. You don't want to die. Well, I'm not sure how this will end. I think I'm done here. I'll allow you figure this out yourself.
I'm sorry. Please. Please don't go. Have mercy.
You know, the thing is, I wasn't really going to go. Because if you heard me right from the start, I never embark on fruitless ventures. Never, ever. But you see, Daniel, one of the first steps in receiving mercy is brokenness. And sometimes pride has a subtle way of creeping in that brokenness until we get to the point where we say, look, I'm done. I can't get this done by myself. Down. So I really wasn't going to leave Daniel. I just wanted to hear the cry from your inside. The cry for help. The cry of acceptance that I can't do this on my own. That no matter how I try, I still need your help. I'm helpless without you. Now, that's a good place to start. Take off the mask, Daniel. Take off the pride. We all need mercy. And this mercy, it's not just for those who've done something wrong. It's the very anchor of our lives. Every single day, we all need mercy. You need mercy. I need mercy. Everyone needs mercy. But until we realize not just that this mercy is available, but that we come to the very end of us. I can easily walk in here, Daniel, take you out. But you know what? You'll be back in no time. That's the cruel thing about pride. But it's a good place to start. On this day of mercy. So, I'll be back. I used to know there's something crying on your inside now. We'll talk about the next steps when next we see. But until then, stay humble. can call the guards now. I think I'm done. I'll see you the next time.
Thank you.
Give me a handshake. Give it a try. Come on. You look like a man who needs a hug. Come here, man. You're not alone, Daniel. You're not alone. Never forget that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this little story about mercy drives home where and how God sees you. Number one. Some say I'm worthy. I can't hear you say it again, I'm worthy. It doesn't matter what I've done. It doesn't matter who I think I am. What defines me is who God calls me. Come on, say it louder. What defines me is who God calls me. Someone shout mercy. I can't hear you, church. Shout mercy. Say God's mercy is available to me. Did you enjoy that this morning? I love you, brother. Let's give it up for Daniel James. Hopefully the next time we see, you'll be more humble. God bless you, church.